Hi guys, welcome to the video. So today I'm going to give you my top 5 tips on how to stick to your weight loss goals. Whew, not sure what happened there, but let's get into the tips. So tip number 1 is set yourself a goal and break it down into something that your brain can manage, can deal with. So let's say you want to lose a stone. A stone is 14 pounds. So break it down into those single pounds. So instead of saying I want to lose a stone, yes, you can still have that goal in the back of your mind, but concentrate on those single pounds. So it's quite easy to lose a pound in a week. So concentrate on those little goals of losing a pound every week for 14 weeks. It's possible to lose more than a pound as well, so maybe you lose more, but that's just the example. And we can break it down further as well. So ask yourself, to lose that pound in the week, what do you need to do? So every day, what do you need to be doing to get towards that little goal at the end of the week? So it could be to be in a calorie deficit of 500 calories per day, to get 10,000 steps on your Fitbit, to make sure you have protein with every meal, to make sure you have your 5 a day, etc. So those things you can actually control and sort of tick off at the end of the day, make sure you've done them. The actual weight loss bit, you don't have control over. So concentrating on the bit that you do have control over, you can actually do something to get that outcome. And having that pound outcome every week to concentrate on gives you those little wins. So if you were thinking about the 1 stone at the end of your weight loss journey, then just losing a pound would not be a win for you. But setting that as a goal means it is a win, so it helps with the motivation. So you get to the end of the week and you've lost your pound, you actually feel good and it pushes you into the next week. It keeps the motivation high, it assures you that what you're doing is right, and then it sort of helps you tick off the pound every week until you get to your 14 pounds or a stone. So the next one is to tell people. So just telling people helps you be accountable and stick to your weight loss goal for several reasons actually. So number 1 is that you have a reason. So if someone offers you something, you can say, oh, no, sorry, I'm trying to be healthier, I'm losing weight, I'm going to give it a miss for now. Number 2 is that you might not believe yourself that you can lose the weight, but telling someone else that you are starting a weight loss journey means that you kind of want to maintain your integrity, because you've told them you're going to do something, you'll feel bad if you don't do it. So just telling someone keeps you accountable and makes sure that you're doing it not just for yourself, but because you've told someone else. And also for the support. So when you're losing weight, it's nice to have people to go on the journey with you. So you might lose weight with your family, with your friends, because doing it in a group, you're all aiming for the same thing. So your day-to-day activities, what you eat, what you do, is not conflicting. Number 3 is to know your why. So when you go on a weight loss journey, it's really important to have a deep and meaningful reason to want to lose weight. So most people will just say, yeah, I want to lose weight, I want to lose 2 stone, etc, etc. However, that's not enough, because when life gets in the way, that won't be a strong enough reason to not eat the cake or sit on the sofa instead of go for a walk, etc. So ask yourself why, and ask yourself why 3 times to try and get to a deeper level. So I'll just give you an example. I want to lose weight. Why? Because I want thinner arms. Why? Because I want to be more confident in photos. Why? Because it's been so long since I've taken a photo with my children. Boom, there's your answer. The reason for weight loss is not because you want thinner arms or to lose weight. It's because of the fact that you've not appeared in a photo with your children. That's a really big reason and a why to want to lose weight. Another example, I want to lose weight. Why? Because I want to look how I used to look when I was younger. Why? Because I'm newly single and I want to start dating again. So why? Because I don't feel confident in meeting new people with this belly and the way I look. Boom, there's your reason. The reason is stronger now, so you're focused and it gives you the proper reason to want to lose weight, that deep meaning, rather than just the surface level of I want to look better. Number 4 is to be realistic. So A lot of people will have super high motivation when they start their diet. So they'll go to the gym 4 or 5 times a week. They'll go running 5 times a week. But then something gets in the way. So instead of cutting it down, they'll just stop completely. It's a black and white thing. So going from 5 days a week of doing exercise to doing none. So when you set out, when you plan what you want to do, be realistic. Ask yourself, on a scale of 1 to 10, how probable will I be able to do this? How probable will I be able to keep this up? And if it's not a sort of 8 to 10, 8, 9, 10, then it's probably too difficult. You want to set yourself a simpler goal. So just be realistic. So for example, let's say you want to go to the gym an hour every day after work. Ask yourself, is anything going to stop you doing that? What's the chance that you can do that 5 times a week or 3 times a week, whatever, every day until you have reached your goal and maybe maintain your goal as well after that? And if it's sort of say a 6, I think something might get in the way on Tuesday, it's too difficult, you're not going to do it. So make it easier. So for example, instead of that, you could say, I'll go for a 30-minute walk during my lunch break. How probable can I do that every day of the week? 9. Boom, that's your plan for the moment. 30-minute walk every lunchtime. So it just starts small, and when that becomes a habit, it becomes normal. You do it without even thinking. You feel weird if you're not doing it. You can start building another one into your day. So for example, maybe cutting out starchy carbs and replacing them with vegetables in one of your meals of the day to reduce calories. So it's just being realistic and not being too ambitious and setting yourself up to fail. So number 5, the last one, is visualization. So this is something that not many people do, and it's so effective in actually keeping you motivated and making sure your goal is clear in your mind. So your mind doesn't really differentiate between what is real and what is imagined. So that's why when you're watching a horror film, your heart will race, because you're seeing something that's not real, but your body is reacting in a way that it is real. So visualizing what you want to be like is really powerful. So imagine everything about your future self. How will you be when you lose weight? What will you do? What clothes will you wear? How will you act? Having that mental image in your mind and just running through it every day, maybe before going to exercise, maybe in the morning. Just having that clear picture of what your life will be like, what your body will look like, sort of how your arms look like, is just as vivid as possible, give you the best picture and the best sort of motivation and drive basically towards getting your goal. So that's the video for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, like, share and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.